I started here in 2006. Almost all of the students are big personalities, and every one of them has their own reasons for being in this class.
We have a fantastic conductor who is really passionate about what he does. I know that a lot of other schools have one music director that handles all of their ensembles, but we have one teacher that is fully devoted to just the orchestra, and he loves what he does. So,
from my experience, this is a much more community-friendly orchestra. The other orchestras I've been in have been really intense and just too much, and this feels friendly and nice. I don't know, it feels like a family.
Well, our conductor is great, Mr. Muscari, but the fact that we can take a break from the extracurricular and all the school work that we're doing just to play music in the middle of the day is great, and the Whitney Young Orchestra feels like a family more than anything else in school.
The connection between our conductor, Mr. Muscari, and the students that are in the orchestra, I think that makes a big difference. It's not like we're not scared of him, we're not afraid to let him know how we're feeling about what we're playing, or if we need to make any changes with like bowings or anything like that.
Together, since it's a fairly small orchestra, we're a lot tighter, and we have this like musical bond that I think is pretty unique.
We're a small but very agile and able orchestra. Our best players are extremely good, and our worst players are certainly better than most orchestra's worst players. So, whereas in some orchestras you have a spread like this, in our orchestra the spread's more like that, right? So the top is higher and the bottom comes up a little bit, but it's a very small orchestra.
Well, I've been playing the cello for 7 years now. I began when I was in 2nd grade.
I've been playing violin for almost 10 years of my life now.
Well, I first started music in kindergarten, so 8 years ago. There was a class at my school, and I just decided that it sounded fun.
I've been playing the violin for about 8 years.
So I've been playing the cello for 13 years, and I got started at the age of 4 when I heard Yo-Yo Ma playing the Bach cello suites on the radio, and I wanted to play what he was doing.
They're unique, they're colorful, they each have their own qualities that they bring to the ensemble as a whole, and that's what makes them so much fun to work with. Our typical concert schedule is an 8-week schedule. So we usually once per quarter we have a performance, but it never works out to actually be that way. So I end up having to juggle the preparation time with with what the repertoire is.
I try to practice as many times a week as possible, and usually when I practice I get an hour on weekdays, and then on the weekends I'll have more time, especially with orchestra.
Usually an hour and a half to 2 hours a day. I'm involved in some other orchestras and private lessons and things that require a lot more practice.
2 hours on weekdays, and if I can, 4 on weekends.
I'm really excited to go on this trip. Performing at Carnegie Hall is like a huge deal, and I don't know, it makes me kind of proud to do that.
I can't wait. I'm thrilled to have that chance to not only go to New York with all of these people that I love very much, but also to play in such a world-renowned location. And I'm hoping we'll be musically ready for that.
I think we're all really excited to be able to get to go to New York and to play at Carnegie Hall.
I really never imagined that I would be playing at this level so young, but that's what this kind of orchestra does, gives opportunities for young musicians like me.
For me personally, I'm really excited. My parents also really like the idea that I'm going to be playing in Carnegie Hall. I'm sure all of us have like butterflies and we're like, oh my gosh, we get to skip school and stuff, but I feel like it's definitely going to be a great musical experience for us.
Because we're the only orchestra in a band festival that's playing at Carnegie Hall, but it's still Carnegie Hall, so I'll take it.
See, this is interesting for me because for me personally, when I get to stand in front of my students and we make music together, that's like driving a Lamborghini. Like that's it. That's the arrival. That's the best that you can do. And And so my everyday is an exquisite experience. I'm excited to play on the stage at Carnegie Hall, but even if we were playing in the basement of a mall, I still would look forward to being able to go to New York and share an experience with my students. So I guess the point is that while I'm excited about performing at Carnegie Hall myself, it really pales in comparison with how much I'm looking forward to sharing that experience with my students.